Kia ora mai, it's Mike Atkinson. This presentation is going to give an overview of the background to prusiks. The prusik was developed by an Austrian who was repairing and tuning violins and developed the original classic prusik knot to help tension violin strings. Prusik cord is usually 6 millimeters in diameter, and you can buy it at an outdoor store off a reel by the meter. 5 millimeter diameter does work as well, but 6 millimeter is generally the most common. With each length of prusik, you tie it together with a double fisherman's knot. Prusiks are very versatile, light and cheap, so for a set of 3 prusiks should only cost you around less than $20, and they're very light and should always be on your harness. There are 3 different lengths: small, medium and a large, and we'll look at some of the lengths for those a bit later on. They're generally used as self-protection, ascending a rope, or in any rescue situations. The most common 3 common types of prusik knots we will use are the Klemmheist, the classic and the French. Now the French is also an auto block. The number of wraps that you do around the rope with the prusik depends on a few factors. So whether it's going to be too loose that it won't grip or too tight that you can't move it will depend a little bit on the diameter of your rope, whether you're using it around a single rope or a double rope, and the diameter of your prusik. So the general rule is the closer the diameter of the rope and the prusik are, the more wraps you need to do. Prusik lengths, so before you tie the double fisherman, so if you go into a shop to buy prusik cord by the meter, then here are the lengths that you need. The most important principle when using a prusik is that you never rely solely on the prusik for your personal safety. You should always be backed up. Right, and that might be with another device. It might be backed up with clip back into the rope, but you never rely solely on the prusik itself. And the main reason is that if a prusik is grabbed accidentally or pulled, it can slip. It might slip and not hold you, and also the breaking strain of a prusik is not as great, nearly as great as a rope. Always keep the double fisherman's knot, so the knot that you've tied the prusik together down here, away from the rope itself, so it's not it'll interfere with how the prusik grips onto the rope if it's tied near or on the rope. And finally, always keep your prusik knots dressed so they're nice and tidy, so that all the strands here are sitting nicely, not crossing over each other.